All right, cool. So we're just gonna dive right into the questions. So,
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, I've known you for a while, but for
Yeah.
those who don't know you, can you sort of just introduce yourself and just go through your history in swimming?
I mean, started swimming when I was 5. Well, my name's Bryson, obviously, Bryson Huey. I started swimming when I was 5. Um, Hated it. Swam in Pleasanton Seahawks from I think 5 to maybe 11, 10. Things didn't work out there. Went to Diablo Aquatics in Danville. It was like a new team. Um, it was with Coach Dan and Coach Chris. I was there for less than a year. It was only like 10 months. And that didn't work out. And then I was trying out for other teams in the Bay Area and came across Alex. Obviously, you swim there too at LAC.
I did.
And swam there for the rest of my high school career, or what do you want to say? Like I think I joined in when I was 7th grade, maybe 13 or 12 around that age. And I was with Coach Lisa for the beginning of that
I
and
think I
finished it
remember your
out.
first day
Maybe, man, maybe
because
it
I think
was,
I was in pre-senior group around the time that you joined. I think I
yeah.
remember your first day.
Okay, yeah, nice. Um, but yeah, I mean, I had a great time there and propelled me to where I'm at now.
So, what sort of brought you to UNLV, and like what's the team atmosphere there been like?
Um, I mean, the only reason I came here was because it was the only, I mean, it was the only school that was in the budget that I was willing to spend for a university, and they were the only Division 1 also. So that was the criteria I was looking at, and it was super late, and I'd even, and obviously, Ava Hosky. She like swam here before, and Ben and my head coach right now, Ben Lors, had a connection with Alex with that, and he just sent a text, and I was able to fit the times that he was looking for, and just committed immediately after that. But it's worked out great ever since. I would say, like I came into here knowing nothing basically, and learned a lot, and like I'm still elevating my performance in the pool. Um, Right now, we have a competitive team environment. We brought in a couple of new guys that are always pushing the boundaries, and I have one of my training partners right now who's always like talking crap in practice, and he's trying to make the Olympics for a Romanian team right now. Trying to be in that 4 free relay with Popovici, but yeah, me and him are always going at it, and fun environment, I would say.
So, speaking of the Olympics, this summer you qualified for your first Olympic trials,
Yeah,
which is awesome.
yeah,
Um, Walk me through that meet and like whether or not that was on your radar going in, and then how you
yeah.
felt like touching the wall and turning around and seeing the time.
Um, I mean, it was my radar ever since they released those times. Like I knew it was possible of going those times based on the a short course season I had. And then I mean, I went to Pro Series in Florida in Fort Lauderdale in March. I was just on it like 22.86, and in my 50 I took a breath and I knew I had to clean some stuff up and really work the long course season during the summer, and that's what happened. I hit it in prelims, and honestly, like I was honestly more focused for finals. I touched and I was like, I was slipping. I wasn't feeling that great. Obviously, I cut time, which was great, but I knew I had a lot more in me. And that's when I honestly, that was my reaction. I was like, I'm just gonna rip it in finals, and that's what I did. I was more happy with the time I went in finals and obviously prelims, even though I got the cut for the first time in prelims. Um, but it was super cool. I mean, before my whole goal honestly was to go 3-1, 3-1-9. Like that was the holy grail, I would say. Like I was going that with Coach Alex, obviously. Like I think I was 3-3 out of high school, and like that 3-1-9 was always on my mind. I didn't get it um last season, last summer season, and I got it in Florida, obviously, but I don't know, it's just back in my mind. But I mean, it was a cool experience. Cool experience, I will say, how to yeah.
You ended up going like 22-4 at that
Yeah, four
at
two,
that.
yeah,
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 that's
yeah,
moving.
yeah, man.
That's you're knocking on the door at 21.
I'm hoping it's the goal. Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Oh no, I got nothing to say.
Okay. So shifting back towards like short course season,
Yeah,
obviously you were on a relay that qualified for NCAAs.
yeah.
So what was it like being at what is essentially the highest level short course meet in the world? I
Hmm.
mean, at least short course yards.
Yeah, so I was thinking
And
short course meters world is pretty
yeah.
good. Yeah,
And then like what lessons did you take away from watching like some of the best swimmers in the world
yeah.
and in the country, like, and how have you applied that to your training since then?
I mean, man, like it was a cool experience. I'll be honest, I just wanted to. I was telling my roommate, I was like, we gotta qualify for this, man. We can't go through the spring again. Like the spring, I guess, like after conference is just it's not as fun. Like you're not really competing for much, and so we cut that in half. Luckily, since we went to NCs, um, we went there. We weren't swimming our best. Like we didn't finish where we really wanted to. Like I know we had the talent to finish way higher, which is probably a goal for next season. But like when we finished, I was like, even during warm-ups a day before, I was just amazed at like the talent of some athletes there. Like I just remember, I think I was in a warm-up lane with like Leando. Like he did like four dolphins, man. He was at 15, and I was like, I mean, obviously I was one of the slower guys there, just based on how fast the meet is. But it really puts into perspective how fast that meet is and how you just want to climb up the rankings in future years. And that's kind of we finished that meet. We didn't finish where we wanted to. I just wanted to. I think I hit like the weight room like 2 days after, and I was telling the coach just like I just want to be back in the pool. And I was just motivated for the long course season, the next season that we're in right now. So I mean, it immediately got. I was never burnt out really, but I was just let's get back to it. Let's get back to training.
It must have been a little bit terrifying being in that lane with Leanda and just seeing, like, oh
Yeah,
my
man.
god, four dolphin kicks to 15
Bro, I'm
meters.
I'm I'm
That's
one of the slowest like just swimmers in general that when not like sprinting. Like my aerobic sucks. Can't like I was just going easy swimming, man. I was getting run down.
well, that's awesome. It's awesome that you even like got to have that experience.
Yeah, yeah,
So sort of going back even more.
yeah,
We're going backwards here. As a high school athlete, obviously looking forward to college because
yeah,
you graduated 21.
yeah. 2021, yeah, class 2021.
So how did the pandemic like change your game plan, if really at all? Because
Uh-huh. Oh, big
it would have
time,
hit
man.
like your junior
Big
year.
time, big time. I can recall I didn't have a great winter season my junior year. So COVID hit like my spring semester of my
Yeah.
junior year. I didn't have a great winter. And I was like talking to Alex, he's like, he just like I need you to be here. I was just like my health wasn't in shape, my grades weren't best and just wasn't I was struggling mentally, I guess, as a whole. And he's like, just be consistent, like don't miss a practice in there. And that's what I was doing in the spring. Like I was just coming every day, working, giving everything he got me. And I had some really, really good practices coming in. Just remember, like, even I don't think I could do this anymore. I was holding like 22s for 50s, like on 50 or something, or in a minute,
Oh
like in
jeez.
practice. I can't do that in practice anymore. Like, for maybe one day, but and I just remember I was putting like some good work, and then obviously everyone knows like that 1 week notice. Oh, we're gonna take a break, just chill out for a little bit. I'm okay, whatever, you know. And then things just went south and it just got worse and worse. And I wasn't super diligent with going to colleges. I think my initial plan was to go to three colleges. It was Cal Poly, UC San Diego, and UC Santa Barbara. And Alex had that connection with the head coach at the time, which was Matt Macedo. He's at Davis now. And they were just connecting me, and I really wanted to go there, obviously. But when it came time to like choose the squad, which was when we came back from COVID, it just didn't happen. Like I wasn't at that speed yet. So it really did affect me. I would say like I essentially nowhere to go, and obviously Ben chose me to come to UNLV and worked out for the best. But at the time, it totally changed my um, plans of going to a university.
You know, I
Yeah,
think it's interesting looking at coaches who select athletes based on where they're at and
yeah,
coaches who select athletes based on where they can be.
Yeah,
Like it's a completely different mentality of like, okay, so you're going these times right now,
yeah,
but this is where I think I could get you if you're willing to work hard and
uh-huh.
put in the effort. Because obviously it's worked out. I think you going into college, your best 50 free was like 20 point something,
5, yeah.
and then you went like 19.3 this past March.
Yeah, I went from 20.3 to 19.3 in the season. Yeah,
So obviously it's worked out, which is good.
yeah, yeah.
So I guess my last question for you, short and sweet here, is just where do you see yourself after college, both in swimming
Uh-huh.
and just in life in general?
Um, I don't know really, man. I would start swimming first. Like, obviously I want to finish my collegiate career here. I got a great relationship with all the coaches on UNLV. They're great. Um, I've been working with Pat Oda, sprint coach here, and he's been great for me and we're hoping to make some noise right now, this current season. But I really don't know. Like who knows? I don't know if I'm gonna go pro some after college. Like who knows? I think just based on where I would be in terms of international rankings and see if something's possible there, but probably a question mark. And then for a career, I don't know really either. I mean, we'll find out. I'll just give you
I
that.
think you're a sophomore, right?
Junior,
Junior.
actually. Yeah, I'm
I
on the
think
older side. I mean,
you,
I guess I'm a young junior.
you got
Yeah.
some time to figure it out. You're a junior. You're like what, 19, 20?
I'm still 19 right now,
Okay, I was like, oh, you're not 20 yet. I'm not that old yet.
yeah.
All right, man. So the last thing that I always do in these interviews is I give people time to plug something of their choice. So like, be like your Instagram, like literally just whatever you want.
I got nothing to plug. Nothing to plug.
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm
I'll put your Instagram in the description regardless.
okay for sure. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just happy to see you, man, and then also excited for the season, see
Yeah,
what our program can do. I think we got a really talented program this year.
I'm excited. It's always fun to see like people. I feel like if there's a team that all of a sudden does really well, people are like, oh, they came
Hmm.
out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
it's like, but no, they've been there in past years, and the progression has been
Yeah.
there of the
Yeah.
improvement.
Our head coach always his goal every single year he says is to be the best mid major in the country. I mean, we didn't score obviously last year. I think Harvard did, but Harvard we beat Harvard in the 2 free relay, so I'm happy about that. But we got a lot of talented guys I will say this year, and it will be fun. I like and
That's
we will be
good.
back at NCs, and like the Romanian guy I was telling you about, like he went 9.4 this year, kind of broke through.
And
He's hoping to
the
go
100 and long course.
100 free long course, yeah.
Oh
He's hoping to go
damn!
48. So
So they might
yeah,
have a relay.
no, we do. Yeah, I mean, I think you got to get top 16, and if you got David on there, I think.
Yeah.